Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm kinda excited to talk to you guys about Naruto today. I've never watched this anime. Well, I had never watched this anime. Now I've watched about 6 episodes. For whatever reason, Naruto just never appealed to me. I have no real reason, it just didn't. Of course, I've absorbed information about the anime over the years because it's impossible to engage in the world of anime and not absorb a few things about Naruto. I've been contemplating watching it for a while because of how much people like it. If so many people like it this much, then it must be good. And also, I want to know what Sasuke does that makes him such a legend in the community. I also watched this podcast Shits and Gigs, and James, one of the hosts, has a tattoo on his neck that's a Naruto reference. Now, it must be good if we're tattooing the most visible parts of our body. And so, I have begun the Naruto journey. So far, it's alright. It's okay. Don't worry, I'm not gonna bail. Gintama is my favorite anime, so I'm very familiar with sticking with it until it gets good. I understand that Naruto is 12 years old, but man, does he annoy me. I just want him to stop shouting. Killua is 12 years old and he's one of the coolest little dudes in anime. My notes for episode 1, yes, I took notes, I'm a professional, say Naruto is annoying and kind of a little shit. Oh, so he has those lines on his face because they're whiskers, because he's got a box demon inside of him. Alright, I get it. And some other stuff too. The first episode was unexpectedly tragic, reminding me of Demon Slayer and Tanjiro's whole family dying. And yes, I know this came way before. I have a lot of sympathy for Naruto. I hate that the villagers excluded him and made him feel so isolated. They should have been loving him up and taking care of him and making sure that he's alright. Instead, they excluded him and he turned into a lost and lonely, angry boy who defaces important monuments because negative attention is better than no attention. This scene of Iruka-sensei buying Naruto some noodles is very sweet. You can really see here that Naruto is still a child. He looks so small and cute. We learn that he wants to be the Hokage, so the villagers will stop disrespecting him and will be forced to treat him fairly. This reasoning may have dented my heart a little. I was not instantly drawn to Naruto Uzumaki, but I do understand what's going on with him from a personality point of view. I really like Iruka-sensei. I like this stern teacher, reasonable man type guy. I'm glad he didn't die from this comically large throwing star. Thrown by Mizuki the Snake, a teacher that manipulates Naruto into stealing a very special scroll. Interesting that Naruto failed his exams, but learned the clone jutsu pretty quickly. I don't think this is an inconsistency, just that Naruto seems to be a practical learner and maybe not one for school. Hard to perform on the spot, but comes through when it matters. Mizuki made a good first bad guy. I barely even noticed him when he made his first appearance, but it was suspicious when he singled out Naruto. He delivers the very important information that Naruto has a 9-tailed demon inside of him, and that's what's led to the villagers ostracizing him his whole life. What a terrible way for this young man to learn the truth. But maybe comforting to know there's a reason for his treatment. Either way, Iruka-sensei loves him, and that's good to know. My main takeaways from episode 1: Naruto is annoying and lives on the fringes of society. Iruka-sensei is a good man. These jutsus are really cool. I hope I never see the sexy jutsu ever again. What is this sexy jutsu shit? Why can Naruto do it better than anything else? Is this one of those anime with a healthy sprinkling of pervy fan service? How many times am I going to see these nosebleeds? This episode follows the adventures of Naruto and Konohamaru, the Hokage's grandson. This was a cute episode. Not much to say about it. Nice to see Naruto treating the boy as an individual and not just an important man's grandson. But he also takes him to look at nudie mags and teaches him the sexy jutsu. Like, the climax of this episode is that this little boy can turn himself into a very good naked woman, and that Naruto can turn himself into many naked women. The main takeaways from episode 2: I really don't like the sexy jutsu. Naruto would have made a fun big brother. I wonder how often the Hokage just be spying on people. Nice to see my man Iruka is alright. Now this is where the hijinks begin. It's also where the oddly pervy stuff continues. At the start of this episode, I was actually more interested in meeting Sakura than Sasuke, because I know there's a lot of hate for Sakura and I wanted to see if it was justified. And I'll just say, at this point, she is the most irritating character. I hate that so much of her existence is boiled down to, I love Sasuke. What does Sasuke think? Oh my god, Sasuke. Speaking of Sasuke, young man got all the girls losing their minds. Some people just got it, and he clearly does. These bitches love me. And he does not give one single shit. I can relate. I was genuinely amused by the Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, and Sasuke is busy ruminating on his vengeance. And of course, Naruto gets carried away, takes things too far, and embarrasses himself. But kind of sweet, like I know that these two will become like best friends, right? So it's kind of a funny story that they were each other's first kiss. And of course, the three of them are put onto the same squad, Squad 7. This episode is where I really began to see the scope of Jutsu and its forms. I like this magic system, for lack of a better word. A technique to transform into someone else is very handy for a ninja. But you know what a ninja should never do? Use that power to almost trick a classmate into kissing you. Where is your honor, Naruto? And Sakura was ready to kiss him. And by him, I mean Sasuke. Because Naruto has trapped Sasuke and taken his form so that he can manipulate her. And yes, I know he's young, he's 12, he doesn't know the consequences of his actions or the weight of what he's doing, but it's shitty. This is shitty. It's a shitty thing to do. The thing in this episode that I really didn't like seeing was Naruto poop. Don't think I've ever seen an anime character poop before. And I wish I'd never seen it. The best thing was Naruto pulling a pretty good ninja switcheroo, even though his motives were in the gutter. Also, first glimpse of Kakashi, who I already know is an important character. Major takeaways from episode 3. Sasuke judges Naruto for being the worst performing student and not for being an orphan, which shows good character. And Sakura judges him for both, which is not so great. Sasuke takes this very personally because he is also alone and an orphan. I like that Sasuke told her exactly what he thought, and she seemed to take it to heart and change her behavior towards Naruto. Naruto continues to be kinda pervy, but I've never been a 12-year-old boy, maybe this is normal behavior. So far, Sakura is kind of grating, so is Naruto, and Sasuke is cool. Episode 4 finds Team 7 waiting for their instructor, Kakashi Hatake. He kinda gives the impression of laid back, but I am familiar with this game, and the laid back ones are the most dangerous. He's also got those dead fish eyes like Gintoki Sakata, and I hope that's all they have in common because Gintoki has got a very tragic backstory. Kakashi asks the trio what their dreams are. As we know very well by now, Naruto wants to be the Hokage. I was so disappointed in Sakura's answer. I was genuinely interested because she came across so competitive in the previous episode. But she's like, ooh, Sasuke, Sasuke, ah. That's the only thing driving you? Ugh, man, I hated it. But she marries him in the end, right? So she gets what she wanted. And how many of us can say we achieved the dreams we had when we were 12 years old? And of course, my boy Sasuke has redemption and vengeance on the brain, which doesn't seem to surprise Kakashi-sensei. The next day he puts them through a test, pitting them against each other by telling them there's only 2 spots available. They have to grab one of 2 bells strapped to his waist. They don't even consider working together, which is what I was expecting. Naruto essentially spends the whole episode attacking Kakashi on his own, which I think shows how much of a loner he has become. Not because he wants to, but because he has never had a team. He is used to doing everything on his own and does not even expect someone to help him. A main takeaway for this episode, Naruto is relentless and gullible. Sasuke is very patient and a good ninja. Sakura just wants to be close to Sasuke, so she's doing well. Kakashi is a funny guy and I really like him. The introduction to the badassery of Kakashi-sensei continues. And also to Sasuke's because he makes a pretty good attempt to get the bells. Sakura is still mostly concerned about Sasuke, and Kakashi-sensei uses that against her. The Sakura behind you moment had me genuinely laughing out loud.
Sakura, behind you.
Huh? I really like Kakashi. And his book being called Makeout Paradise made me chuckle. I too read a romance novel from time to time. Sasuke does very well against Kakashi, and my boy even breathed fire. And judging by Sensei's response, that was pretty amazing. But of course, Kakashi-sensei is Kakashi-sensei. You gonna blow fire? My man is gonna spring up from the ground like a mole and bury you. He's not even dirty. Sakura continues to do not that much in this episode. The look Sasuke gives her when she suggests giving up even made me grimace. I like this what happened to Sasuke mystery that's been building up. Like, who is this guy? What's the deal with his eye? I am very intrigued. I do not know Sasuke's story, so please no one spoil it for me. So basically, they fail the test, and Kakashi-sensei is like, you guys are out of the ninja program altogether. You don't know how to be a team, you little shits. Don't you know what matters? Look at this monument. This is dedicated to the people who have been killed in action, some of my closest friends. Which confirms to me that Kakashi has a tragic backstory just like Gintoki Sakata. They both lost their friends and comrades. As Kakashi is reprimanding them, I'm like, yeah, y'all assholes didn't even work together for one moment. And Naruto really knows how to ruin a moment? Oh my goodness. Kakashi is bearing a part of his soul, and he's like, I also want to have a monument in my name. Hokage, Hokage, Hokage. Anyway, they learn the importance of teamwork, band together, and become a team. My main takeaway from this episode, Kakashi is my favorite character. Before I end this episode, I have one more thing to mention. It annoys me in anime or any story when a character is given life-changing information and we don't see them deal with it. Naruto found out he's got a demon inside of him, and at this point, he hasn't mentioned it again. No, hey Iruka-sensei, about that 9-tailed fox thing Mizuki was saying? I need a few answers. But anyway, that's it for me. If you liked this video, please like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment, but please don't spoil anything for me. I'd love to talk about Naruto with you all. Until next time, I'm Kayla. Bye!